How far can a World of Warcraft noob make it in hardcore? That's what we're here today to find out. For the last few months, WoW has taken over my life, dedicating tens, if not hundreds of hours to this game. So I figured that with the new TBC pre-patch servers just dropping, I can start a new series where we find out how far an inexperienced WoW player can truly make it. We left off last episode reaching level 15 on our druid. In this episode, we're going to continue to grind levels to be able to do our first dungeon of the run, that being the Dead Mines. Welcome back to TBC Hardcore. We start our day off wanting to make our way over to Westfall, picking up the Hogger bounty quest on the way over. We quickly take care of him because we're pretty over-leveled already, and then we run back to town to turn it in.
Go with honor, friend.
Then we wind up actually making our way over to Westfall and picking up every little quest that we can get our grimy little hands on.
See you around.
Honestly, I just started preemptively killing mobs that I knew we needed even before I picked up the quests. It really doesn't make much of a difference with time, so I just didn't want to do one big circle and then wind up back up north. But eventually we did have all of the quests we needed picked up, so now we just have to complete them and get them all turned in. After collecting all the oats I needed, as well as Fulbrow's pocket watch, I spent the next 30 minutes farming to complete the Westfall Stew and Goretusk Liver Pie quest.
Hey there.
After we completed and turned those two quests in, we had to move on to killing 20 of the Harvest Watchers.
See you around.
Now, while I have your attention for a moment, I did just want to mention that most of this episode will be a voiceover, because for the majority of the footage I recorded for it, I had my mic muted. However, I did get some feedback from some friends about the first episode, and they were saying that it was missing a bit of that Ryan sass that's in all of my other videos. And you know, I thought about it for a moment, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're kinda right. I knew it was missing something. So, after this episode, there should be much more clips of me talking in real time with the gameplay, and hopefully it'll be a bit funnier that way. After turning in all of the initial quests, we were able to get ourselves to level 16.
What can I do for you? Be careful, or the Alliance.
But before we carried on, I decided it was time to log off for a little bit. I believe I had to go out to dinner or something. But later that day we were back to it. Now, I think I wound up losing some footage here, because the next recording I had, I was level 18 doing an escort quest in Lac Modan. And dude, let me tell you, I hate escort quests so much. I looked at the footage for how long it took this guy to walk from point A to point B. It took him like 6 minutes of me just having to follow him at a walking pace. But after I completed that quest, we teleported over to Moonglade so I can make my way to Darkshore, because I wanted to play it safe to get to level 21 to be able to do the Dead Mines. I went around and I picked up a bunch of quests in Darkshore, and yes, I know we are over-leveled for some of them, but I was pretty sure that they led to higher quests in the future, so for now, it was just back to the grind. I started off my journey in Darkshore by running up and down the coast, looking to kill some rabid bears since I had to kill 20 of them, as well as some reef crawlers for their meat. I was stuck on 5 out of 6 crab meat for a good chunk of time. Get it? Chunk of time. Because I'm collecting chunks of crab meat. Anyways, but after like 30 minutes of running around the coast, I finally got 6 out of 6, and I just needed to kill a few more bears on the way back to town. I saw that I also had to take out Merc Deep, but I wasn't feeling really confident in that one yet, so I decided to circle back to it. After turning in those two, I found myself fighting Blackwood Pathstalkers and Windtalkers, since I had to kill some of them for a quest. Damn, that's a mouthful right there. After I got that taken care of, I then moved on to killing Anaya Dawnrunner for her pendant. By that time I made the arrangement to swing back to town and turn in,
May the stars guide you.
then subsequently set off to locate the red crystal located out east. Quickly moving on to eliminating the Den Mother and all of her children. Once we had that managed, I made my way further up north to a cave where I had to collect some Scabberstock and Deathcat mushrooms. As soon as I finished up in the cave, I started collecting worn parchments for the Tower of Anthelax questline.
I am listening.
When we finished that up, I was going to head back to the town until I noticed a quest. Deep Ocean, Vast Sea. Now I didn't think much of this at first, since all the Murlocs were at least 5 levels below me, but the fact that it was underwater did make me hesitate. But I took it really slow, picking off the Murlocs one by one, returning to the surface to catch my breath, doing it all right. We got the first lockbox secured just fine. And I did the same thing over on the second ship, picking them off slowly but surely, returning to the surface to catch my breath, picking up the second lockbox with about half of my breath to make it back to the surface. And then, this happened. I couldn't fit myself through the window that I had previously swam through. In a state of panic, I tried to find another way out, but pulling a Murloc in the process, it wasn't looking good. And just like that, Mystic Milk's journey has come to an early end. Mere inches from salvation. And the worst part is, I had an unused health potion in my inventory that would have at least saved me from my fate of drowning. But in my panic state, it just didn't cross my mind. Are you fucking kidding me, man? I got scammed out of that. The windows, man, the windows were too small. I swear to God I went in them, bro. Why didn't it let me out? Quite an unfortunate end to our first character. But hey, rules are rules. Now we must restart and get ourselves back on our feet. But for now, this is where we leave off. Back to nothing, starting a whole new character, and praying that we make it further in the coming episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Maybe even subscribe so you can follow me along this painful journey. And I'll see all you guys in the next episode.